At Cornwall Living, we are passionate about Cornwall's people, landscape, food and drink, its history and its future. Cornwall is a very special place to live and visit, with many stories to tell, and we want to show you a glimpse of one of these.
Hello, I'm Jack Stein, the Head of Development for Rick Stein's Restaurants. I've been asked by Sharps in conjunction with some other chefs to come up with some recipes for their new Connoisseur range of beers. So the first dishes we're going to use to pair with the Single Brew, which is like a very floral, citrusy pilsner. We've simply got a very light summer sweet corn puree based dish with some curried spice, some ox tongue and some turbot cheeks and a few little herbs and bits and bobs just to finish it off. The first stage of the dish, we're going to shallow fry the ox cheek. We're just going to use a really hot pan, just some sunflower oil, and just briefly season them just with salt. And then we just fry them for a couple of minutes on each side. Okay, so the next element of the dish is the turbot cheeks. And again, they're, like I say, similar to a scallop, very underused, hardly really known about unless you happen to get whole turbot on a regular basis, which we do, which is very fortunate. And then literally to prep them, you just pull the skin off. It's as simple as that. And again, we're going to fry them in a similar way to we just fried the tongue. We're just going to use some sunflower oil, and then we're going to finish it off just to colour it last minute with the roasted chicken butter and just some sea salt. That's it. We're going to do 3 of these per portion, about 60 grams worth of turbot cheeks. So now I'm just going to quickly pan fry the cheeks. Obviously start them off in some sunflower oil, add a little bit of salt, and then finish with the roasted chicken butter. So very hot pan, just what was the skin side down first. I'm going to leave them on that side to cook for most of the way so it gets a nice colour. Just season it with some salt. I'd say about 30 seconds to 40 seconds on the first side, a knob of the butter, and then just quickly flash finish the bottom. Now I just add the chicken butter, just gives it a lovely rich taste. It will spit a little bit. And now I'm just going to turn the cheeks, turn the other cheek, there you go. And then just quick flash fry on the end, and then that's them done. And I'll just put them onto the same spot as the tongue. Okay, so here's the finished sweet corn puree, and basically very simple. We've just got some sweet corn, drained it off, blitzed it with some chicken stock and butter, and then passed it through a sieve, and then once it's done we just added the salt and the garam masala spice, which is, you know, basic Indian spice mix, and you could use any old spice mix, 5 spice or Sri Lankan spice, or you know, some of the Moroccan spices would work really well. Sweet corn's a great vector for any spice. So to assemble the dish, we'll just put some tongue in cheek, some tongue in cheek, and some tongue in cheek down, and then just quickly smear the plate with some more puree. And then just take the leaves and just arrange them so they're not too slightly obtuse angles. I quite like the look of that. And just finally a little tiny bit of sea salt across the whole thing, and that's it. And there we have it. The tongue-in-cheek, curried sweetcorn puree, the wild rocket and Bulls Blood Cress.
Thanks for watching, and stay in touch with us for the next story from Cornwall Living. We are passionate about Cornwall.